Hi everyone. In the last session, we have seen what are all operations that we have in single linked list and program execution of a single linked list we have seen. In this session, I'm going to explain you how we are taking all those 11 functions in C program and explaining clearly about the main function, how the main function is working in single linked list program. And this single linked list is a program which consists of 250 plus lines of coding. 261 lines of coding is there for the single linked list program. But if you understood this, you can write this coding by your own by following simple steps. And don't worry, by seeing this 262 lines of code, most of the instructions are repeated. That means if you understood this create and display function, then remaining functions like insert first two till search, everything is common. So let us focus more on this create and display function. I will be coming up with a video mainly for this create and display function. Right. So first of all, we are including header files. Two header files are required: stdio.h, stdlib.h, and you already know that stdio.h consists of your printf and scanf. stdlib.h consists of exit function, and for that purpose, printf scanf will be using in our program, and exit function we are using in our program. That's the reason we are going to include these two header files into our C program. And there is one more function flush stdin, and that function also present in stdlib.h. So for that purpose, we are including these two header files. And after this header files, will be having global declaration section. And this global declaration section, we can declare variables, structures, functions, unions, etc. And in our single linked list program, we are implementing total 11 functions. So 11 function prototypes that we need to take here. So starting from create function to search function, total 11 function prototypes that we need to take: create, display, insert underscore first, insert underscore last, insert underscore before, insert underscore after, delete underscore first, delete underscore last, delete underscore node, modify, and then search. If you observe or not, all these function prototypes return type is going to be void. That means all this function does not returns any value. Just we are going to call these functions, and the instructions will be there in those functions. Those instructions will be executed. Right? Total 11 functions we are implementing, and I will be explaining you one by one function clearly with example. Right? So after that, I'm taking one structure, and the name of the structure is slink. After this data part, followed by some pointer, that is link. Some pointer, that is what, link. So this structure also I'm taking in global declaration section along with structure pointer variables, that is start and then temp and then previous. All these three are pointer, structure pointer variables, and this structure we are going to use on all 11 functions, and these three variables also will be using in those 11 functions. That's the reason this structure is declared in global declaration section. And in global declaration section, we are going to declare mainly two things in this program. One is going to be the function prototypes, other one is going to be the what structure declaration, right? So whatever the things that you are declaring global declaration section, those things will be available throughout your program, right? That means your structure can be used in your main function as well as subprogram section. So here we are implementing total 11 functions, and for that 11 functions, function header or function prototype must be taken in the global declaration section, and the definition for this 11 functions must be taken after your main function or in subprogram section, right? So in this global declaration section, we are taking these two things, structure definition and function prototype. With this, we are giving information to the compiler that there is a structure, and that structure can be used in all the functions of the program, and there are 11 functions, and for these 11 functions, these are the prototypes that we have, and these function definitions are available in subprogram section. This information we are giving it to the compiler. and program execution starts from main. Inside this main function, I am taking one integer variable int space ch. Don't get confused. Ch is not character variable. It is an integer variable, right? And after that, while loop. This is one of the important part, because with the help of this while loop only, you already observed output screen of your single linked list program, where continuously we'll be getting what linked list operations, and that can be done with the help of this while loop only. That is while one always true, then printf single linked list. All these operations is going to be printed up to this. While one means always true. Always true means here while one means it's a non-zero. If within open and closing parentheses will be taking some condition. If that condition what generates true means, then the statements which are there in the while loop is going to be executed. If this condition generates the value as 0 means, then the statements which are there in the while loop is not going to be executed, right? So condition gives us either 0 or 1. So directly here we are taking 1 means always the condition is going to be true. So whatever the instructions that we have between opening place and closing place of while, those instructions will be executed, right? So all the statements are going to be executed. After that, it is going to what it is stopping at this place. It is going to be in hold state at this place. Why means we have scanf statement. Until and unless we enter some input, then only this statement is going to be executed. So that's the reason in the output screen it prints all these instructions starting from single linked list operations to what enter your choice. Now when this message comes, enter your choice, the output screen goes in hold state until and unless I entered any integer value. Suppose I entered 1, then that 1 is going to be stored in ch. After that I'm writing switch. Listen here, I did not closed while statement, just I opened while but did not closed while. After this scanf, I'm taking what switch statement. Switch of ch. So ch contains some value, that is 1. And what inside the switch statement we are written some list of cases, 12 cases we are written. After that default block we are written, right? So 12 cases, you can observe that each and every case, with case 1 we are calling create function, case 2 display, case 3 insert underscore first, case 4 insert underscore last, case 5 insert underscore after, case 6 insert underscore before, case 7 delete underscore first, case 8 delete underscore last, case 9 delete underscore node, case 10 modify, case 12 search, case 12 exit, and next thing is default, right? This is the close of switch. This is the close of switch statement. After closing the switch, this is the close of while, this is close of main function. So what happens is here the output here what the program goes in hold state until unless the user is going to enter some input. If the user enters the value as 1, then switch off 1, then case 1 will be executed. In case 1, what we have after colon, in case 1 we have something called as create. So that what happens is whenever this CPU sees this instruction called create opening and closing parenthesis semicolon, immediately control goes to create function and it executes all the instructions that we have in create function. And inside this create function again we are taking some looping statement and all, that is secondary issue, and it executes the create function. After executing this create function, again control return back to the statement that we have after create. The statement that we have after create is break. Break means it comes out of the switch. After coming out of the switch, we don't have any statements. Again it goes with a looping statement. While 1 always true, again I am going to print the instructions here. After printing that instruction, and it executes up to this, enter your choice, and I'm going to enter the value as 2 this time, so that ch value is 2. Switch off 2 means it executes what it matches with case 2 and it calls what display function. Whenever a display function is called and it goes with display function, executes all the instructions what we have in display, executes all the instructions what we have in display. After executing display function, again control return backs to the statement that we have after display. That means it comes with what break. Break means again it comes out of the switch. After coming out of the switch, again this is close of while, it goes with what while condition is true, again it prints all the instructions. Again it goes, after executing this instruction, it goes into the hold state. Scanf, we need to enter some input here, and this time I may enter the input as 3. So ch value becomes 3, and it matches with case 3. Inside this case 3, I'm calling insert underscore first function, and control goes to insert underscore first function, executes all the instructions. Again, control returns back to the after the instruction of insert underscore first, that is break means it comes out of the switch. After that, again it executes the statements. After that, again it executes the statements, and this time I'm entering 4. It matches with case 4, and I'm calling insert underscore last function. It control goes to insert underscore last function, executes the instructions, and after executing that instruction, then it comes back to the switch statement. In switch statement, after insert underscore last, break means it comes out of the switch. After that, again it goes with what? While loop. After that, again it goes with what? While loop. Again it executes all the instructions that we have in while loop, and it accepts the value. This time you may enter what, 5 or 6, and if it matches with the any one of the case, it goes to that function, executes that function. I can control return back to the switch statement. Suppose user has entered some other value, that means he's not entered 1 to 12 value, he entered some value as what, 13 or 14. Then ch contains 13 or 14, and that 13 or 14 is not matched with any one of the case, then the default block is going to be executed. Default block is going to be executed, just simply gives us the message as invalid operation, right? So this main function consists of only one while loop and switch statement, and with the help of this one while loop and switch statement, we are repeating the block of statements. We are repeating the printf statements continuously. We are repeating the printf statement, and this is the first part that you need to understand in your C program. And this main function is common for all the programs. It might be single linked list, double linked list, stack using arrays, queue using arrays, stack using linked list, queue using linked list, binary search tree using linked list, or any program that we are going to implement. The first and foremost thing is that whatever the functions are there, those function prototypes we need to take, structure declaration we need to take. After that, main function we need to write. Inside this main function, the printf statements we need to take. How many operations are there? Those number of printf statements. After that, switch, how many functions that you are writing, and those number of case values we need to take, default case, and then close off switch, close off while. But like this, the main function should be written in all functions in all programs, not functions, all programs, right? So this is the basic thing that you need to understand in your single linked list program. Then only you are in a position to understand about create functions, right? I hope you understood about this. In the coming video, I will be explaining you about this create function clearly. Instruction by instruction I will be explaining you, and meanwhile try to execute this part in your code blocks by keeping some other names, right? Some other function names, right? Thank you.